Battle control initialized.
Hello there, comrades and cannon fodder. It's Devoid here. I've got a 1v1 multiplayer game, but it's a replay someone sent me. So it's not me playing. I'm not one of the combatants for this one. We have Tux v Worldpeace for this one, and I know both players. Both have been featured on in various posts of mine. In fact, both players have been featured a few times. But Tux is using France and Worldpeace is using Russia, so they're my two factions. That's nice to see, and I do prefer Allied v Soviet. It's not important, but, you know, it adds more variation. But, like I say, France is my Allied faction that Tux is using, and Worldpeace is using Russia. So, yeah, we're in the initial oil capture phase, and it looks like Worldpeace is going to disrupt, or at least try to disrupt the enemy's movements, and it looks like Tux is going for War Factory first, so he's going to be caught out because he's got 5 rifles. So, and with the War Factory first, I'm assuming that's why his production, yes, with the War Factory first, you can only build about a maximum of 5 rifles, but if you know what you're doing, you can use them to protect your engineer and keep him away from the enemy. You just can't fight the enemy, that's all. But Worldpeace is capturing his oil derrick and he's destroying the enemies. I would, in that position, because it's not being contested, I would stop shooting at this point and capture it. But Tux is going for the hospital. Now what's Worldpeace hasn't set his engineer on shift command, but he's moving this way, I'm assuming, to escort his engineer to the hospital. He's gone for 2 refineries, and there's the War Factory placed for Tux. He'll have his 2nd refinery built anytime soon. And look, Worldpeace knows, or is betting on Tux being there at the hospital and with his engineer. But the view range from the hospital will give him a good advantage, but I'd still get the engineer out of there. Let's just see what happens. Very nice. They're all gonna... 1, 2, the engineer's gone. 1 left. Yeah, only just... Like, you know, a couple more rifles would have won that for Tux with the view range bonus. But is he going to... Yeah, he's using those rifles to attack the hospital. But a light tank is arriving for Tux, and he's got a crush. He's squished one guy, but the gun won't... It'll take you all day. These rockets should attack that light tank and kill it. Get rid of his early scout vehicle. They'll mash it. But he has protected the hospital with it, at least. He's put Worldpeace off. But we've got an engineer on a long journey around the edge of the map, but Tux hasn't placed any rifle guards yet. Now, at this point, you should have done. When at the 2-minute mark, when I start building rifles and my 3 rockets, that's when I start to place rifle guards at the edges of the map. At least here and here, at least. Just to stop that, because... It's, you know, you don't want that happening. You don't want to do that, but if your enemy lets you get away with it, then, yeah. But now the light tank has to watch it, because these 3 rockets are still here. 4 rockets would probably blow it away in 1, that's why 4 is better than 3. Let's just have a look at early army values. 2,300 to Tux, 3,952 Worldpeace, so he's way ahead. But it's the War Factory build for you. It's delayed at the start, but Tux is harassing the oil derrick, and he's crossed over Worldpeace's infantry training queue, the rally point. But look, the light tank's under fire, 2 rockets, he needs... is he going to escape? Yeah, very nice, he just got away there, so he can go and repair that. I'm assuming, yeah, that's what he's ordered. These guys will be here to protect the MCV that's just rolled out. Yes, he's just said War Factory first sucks, and it does. I don't think it's much better. It's just it suits certain maps, that's all. But this map, I'd rather go with a standard build. It's a standard size map. It is a large 96 by 96. You know, whether that's exactly right, I'm not sure, but it's roughly that. And it's a standard 2-ref map. I think this is. Now you could get away with a War Factory First. Tux may well do fine, but he's just said himself that War Factory First sucks, and it does to me. You've got a very vulnerable point, but after you can get loads of ore trucks built up, and then earn loads of cash all of a sudden, but there's a vulnerable early point, and plus you only get like 4 or 5 rifles to start with, so I'm not a fan of it. My second early War Factory build I'd favour rather than War Factory First. I'd rather build 2 as at my with my new build order rather than go for 1 early. Now it looks like Worldpeace is going for an attack on the base, and he's only got the APC to screen, so he's run into rockets. He did well though there. It's nearly destroyed, but he did do well to actually kill those rockets. That's 600 killing 2 rockets. It's almost paid for itself. A nice move. He's falling back to his defences. Now Tux had to protect it because Worldpeace could have destroyed these 2 power plants quite quickly. But to do any more, he probably would have had to have sacrificed that group. Now that's really nice because that's what you should do. Fall back, use the view range of your buildings and defences to screen you. And he's keeping his APC alive. He's using its view range, but Tux hasn't got any tanks up front yet. And now he's just got a medium tank up front. And he's engaged a little bit. I wouldn't have done that. Yeah, I'd get that tank up front close, but stick close. Yeah, get them out of there. They weren't going to make it. Not without tanks. You need a couple there. Because if he had a couple of tanks, then he could have overwhelmed these guys, even though there's more of them. Now, Worldpeace has got 4 heavy tanks moving across the middle of the map. It looks like he's going for the home base, trying to hope that it's vulnerable. Not the home base, sorry, this expansion where his MCV is. And they've been caught by infantry. That's bad. They need to veer away quickly. But he's lost 1 heavy tank. But he's caught that Conyard. Nice. And Tux is sending a vehicle to screen these guys. Look, there's a medium tank on its way. And we're at 11,000 to Tux, 14,000 to Worldpeace in army value. Now you see, look, that's a decent force. So you need to repair that heavy tank, though. What are these guys doing here? They've gone too far, and they're on move command. Look, Tux is under attack. There. He's got his ore truck out of there nicely, though. But these tanks need to be closer. And Worldpeace was cut to pieces there. He shouldn't have pushed there. They cut him to pieces. One side was stopped by this force with a tank screening. One side was stopped by the 2 pillboxes. And it's 13,000 to Tux, 12,000, 13 each now. So Tux has closed that gap in army value. And he's expanding right through the middle of the map, look, with this. He's basically got a base push. But these guys are going to get slaughtered. Yeah, I hope you take that out, because it's got to be worth it. Get them out of there. Back here. There we go, we've got Tux pushing here, but he's going to find a strong defensive formation, and Worldpeace has cleaned that attack up. He'll do the same here. Tux is going to be in a bad way if he throws away 2 armies like that, and these are all veterans. He can win this engagement now. He's killed the Tesla coil, but he shouldn't have pushed with that. Yeah, he can do it with numbers, but you can't beat those base defences if he continues to place them. And now Worldpeace is counter-attacked. He's going for ore trucks, but Tux is right on the ball and ready to get that out of there. It was an obvious target, I guess, but we've got a base push from Worldpeace here into the expansion of Tux, so it's a base push meeting each other. He's sent his tanks ahead. Not bad, but there's 2 heavy tanks here for Worldpeace. And Tux overran that force, and he's going to lose his war factory though. There's 2 flame towers and destroying his war factory. he's done fairly well to hold on to this. It's keeping a lot of forces away from the front line, so for Tux to hang on and keep this safe is quite good. Because, you know, he's been pressured here. He did well to hold that, because you could easily have moved everyone away, everyone to this engagement. It's not going to run into that, is it? Yes, it is. It's going to be spotted. But he might make it, because they won't kill it, and he might... Oh, has he spotted it? But it should move quicker than these infantry. Now, the tanks may head him off. Yes, they are. Get the base defence placed. Quickly. Nicely done. You got away with it. Look all mined out. Tux is needing cash. He's going to run out. No wonder he was driving that around. And Worldpeace is backing off with this. With his MCV. Tux is now advancing again. He needs an expansion quickly. Let's look at the 17 to 12,000 in army value. 17,000 to Tux, 13,000 to Worldpeace. So let's look at the cash situation. Yeah, Tux has got none. Now Worldpeace has got none. So they're in trouble. It's whoever can destroy the opponent's army and get her set up with cash sooner. Tux is... these engagements are hard to call. Look at all these wrecks. You could use mechanics to capture them all. You'd have quite a few heavy tanks by now if Tux had been doing that. But he can hold this with this lot. It looks like Worldpeace's economy is okay. Tux, it's hanging in the balance. He's going for Worldpeace's hospital. And they're both struggling for cash still. Now, let's have a look. Yeah, he can take that. He's got enough troops. Just get that tank there. Nice. Get the tank between your troops and their troops, and let the infantry take on their tanks, because tanks, you know, unless they're crushing your troops, their guns are going to be useless. Here we go. We've got a push from Tux here. He's distributing his tanks, like, among his troops, like... You know, he's not focusing his tanks. I guess he doesn't need to. He needs to engage in more than one location, so... But Worldpeace appears to be focusing tanks a bit more. And look at that. Tux has got to get back. He got annihilated. There was some guys burning, but I wouldn't fancy Worldpeace's chances of pushing back against those pillboxes. They'll be cut down. Here we go, more pillboxes and turrets to fight. The turret's cut through tank armour nicely. He needs repairs. No. These will break through here. Tux is backing off with his MCV and now his ore truck. What's going on here? Right, we're at 14,000 army value each. Tux is struggling for cash and he's had to fall back from this expansion, so he's in a bad way. Worldpeace has kind of got this. Oh dear. Oh, what happened there? His tank... Yeah, tanks did it, I guess. Now Worldpeace is falling back with his MCV. While he's destroying Tux's assets down here. He's left a power plant, though. Let's have a look. Yeah, he should take out all power plants. But yeah, Worldpeace can't defend this. And now Worldpeace has got his counter-attack here. He needs these tanks with his troops. Keep them close. And screening your troops so that all the time these tanks are under fire, you see, the troops could have been attacking these guys. Now Worldpeace has got tanks and base defences around him, while Tux's troops can just cut him down. And Tux has got this expansion destroyed, cornered some ore trucks, and Worldpeace's attacks failed. Tux could take these wrecks here. He's got a barracks there, literally. He's still hard up for cash though, but there's no mechanics as yet. I think he's probably not used to needing them and using them, because I certainly would have been capturing these husks. It's something I'm trying to get used to doing quickly, and in one of my recent posts, maybe my last one, I lost an MCV to an enemy attack, and then I got my mechanic to fix it, and then they actually destroyed it again straight away. So I got another mechanic to fix it. So I you know, just don't let those wrecks go to waste, especially MCVs and Autrux. But tanks are essential too. You know, if you can get your tanks and repair your damaged ones, and capture the enemies and your own destroyed ones, or at least some of them, you're going to be at a big advantage. And your tank numbers are going to snowball. But look, Worldpeace has pushed him back there very nicely. And these units have been idle too long. They should have done something, at least clear this up, because it's providing power and extra barracks. Now, let's just have a quick peek at the cash. And Tux is struggling for cash still. How he's still in it there, I don't know. But I suppose it's just down to micro skill. He did win some engagements, but he's lost that attack. That was a big mistake. He could have really turned it into a solid situation if he hadn't wasted those units with that attack here. Now these guys should be back there with the base defences. These pillboxes aren't doing anything, they're just bouncing off tanks. That's just a bit of a shame. A couple of mistakes, and but it happens. Here we go, these aren't idle now, he's cleared that bit up. Worldpeace is going to hit this war factory, and that's another war factory in this area destroyed. So he's back to one, I think. Yes, Tux is back to one war factory. These three Autrux are still here. They should be over here. Leave one there. There we go, look, Worldpeace is securing the area. Very nice. Some good play as well. There are one or two slight errors, but that happens in hectic, longer games. There's some good play in this. Some solid play. You know, the way they're positioning and using base pushes and fighting with their defences and stuff. It's, you know, some decent plays, as well as, you know, just, you know, one or two errors, but that happens. Here we go, look, this is a mistake, this attack. Too much there, there's too much. No. Worldpeace is going in with an aircraft, and he's lost it. Attacked from the wrong angle, the strafe hit the tanks, and he's lost his airfield. That was a lovely strafe, you see, when you go for the infantry. But he's destroyed that army. I just felt like that was a mistake, that attack from Tux. I just, as soon as I saw that attack was going, I felt it was a mistake. He's at an 8 grand army, and Worldpeace is at 10 grand. Now Worldpeace is doing a bit of scouting with his aircraft. He's got some more he's got a couple of planes there. Right, 6,000, not even that now. 5,000, 6,000 to Tux, 12,000 to Worldpeace. And Tux is overrun in the middle here. Worldpeace, oh, and he's just placed a war factory right in the middle of where it's going to be destroyed, where the enemy is. What a shame. That might have been a misclick. What a shame. 13,000 to Worldpeace, 8,000 to Tux. But 13, it's like he's got 3 aircraft. So those 3 aeroplanes, and he's got 3 V2s, so his army isn't that much, you know, a lot bigger. It looks like double the value, but look at that, he's going to lose that. Now he's left with those tech assets. 4,000 to 8. See, 3 planes is 1, 2, 3... I think it's about 450 or something. Not 450, 4,000, 1, 2, 3,000, 3, 6, 9, 4,150 roughly, or 4,050, something like that. My maths isn't great at this time of night. Well, it's a few grand just for planes, so that means his army value isn't as impressive as it looks when it's, you know, 9 grand. 3 planes will account for nearly, you know, about 4 grand. But where is his other V2s? He did have 3. Oh, he's lost them somehow. And Worldpeace is going for the refinery there. That's a good idea. Even though they've been harvesting there for ages and they've harvested it dry, you know, it's 2 mines, so they regrow the ore. So it is always worth taking out that refinery. Worldpeace has got another plane on guard mode, and he's got 4 here. So he's got 5 aircraft. He's trying to finish the game with the axe. I would go for the enemy's power. But there's nothing wrong with going for these refineries. But look, he's got 3 here. It's like killing 1, you're wasting your time. You want to get rid of the power if that's the case. But look, the V2's been caught out. That's a shame. It looked like it got a nice shot or 2 in though. Here we go, you want your plane out of there as well, mate. That's a shame. V2 got a shot off. Nasty. But Tux has lost his army again there. That attack force is dead. He did kill some nice assets though. We're at 7 grand each. Tux is at 8. He's just overtaken his opponent in army value again. Just. And Tux now, he's got the central position here. He's moving forward. He's got another war factory placed, a forward one. Look, he's got a bunch of ore trucks here. And Worldpeace has packed up his MCV. There's nothing to be earned here. You'll have to... What you want to do... What he should do is... He's got his radar dome. He should dump... Let's just see. Yeah, Worldpeace should dump some thieves into these refineries. There's nothing to stop them. Nothing at all to stop them. So that's what I'd be doing. I'd have a barracks ready now. Especially he's got no money, look. So I'd stop building those planes for a start. Not at this point, it's draining your cash a lot. But yeah, good idea from Tux to fall back, because there's no point repeating that. But he may, with these 3 tanks, he would have been able to destroy these infantry. But it'd have just been amongst base defences, and it'd have been a nightmare for his surviving units. But no refineries to infiltrate. That would have been nice. Worldpeace is out of cash. There's some more there. He should get one of these on it. And now Tux is withdrawing with some more trucks. Yeah, because he's setting up... I'm assuming he's going to harvest this. And we've got paratroopers coming from Worldpeace, but he actually ordered the paratroopers to come from the furthest point possible. You shouldn't do that, because you can set the direction that the paratroop aircraft comes from. So you set it to come from the closest edge, so the enemy doesn't see it, or has less chance of seeing it. Look, Worldpeace has pushed back his attack, and he's right not to pursue him. But what he should have done is set the, if he wanted him to land there, set it so that the plane came from this direction, look. Not from that direction. It could have been shot down at any point by an AA gun or 2 on its way there. So, you know, here we go, got another attack. They should be stop command. Yeah, these guys are. The defenders aren't, and the attackers are. You always stop your units. Look, they're just shooting the tank. Oh, what a shame. That was a shame, that. Those guys, it was the tanks just had them. 11,000 to Tux, 9,000 to Worldpeace, and he's broken through here. Now, let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to commit? He's got 4 tanks, 5 tanks now at the front line. And these paratroopers are doing some good work. He's got 2 ore trucks, 3 ore trucks, just from a paradrop. That is one of the best paradrops I've seen in a while. Worldpeace's MCV is fleeing, and he's been overrun here, but without tanks you can't stop this force. I would maybe use my ore truck to screen these infantry. He's going to lose the radar dome. That's a shame. And look, Tux is gonna lose even more. He's lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, but I reckon there was probably 6 or 7. That was brutal. 1 paradrop did that. Worldpeace has got 11. What have his planes been doing all this time? They're gonna get shot down doing that. Yes, a crash at least destroyed a refinery. Oh, and he replaced it immediately. Ouch, that's a bit demoralising. So what's Worldpeace going to be doing? He needs to use those planes. But this V2 has been sweeping up. That's really nice, that, actually. That's interesting. Now, I'm surprised Tux hasn't just literally dealt with that single V2, but it is being guarded by Yak, so he can see attackers coming. But to let a V2 clean up all this, You know, there were a few V2s originally, though, and yeah, so he's lost a couple, but that's really nice, that. Look, he's going on an attack here, hitting the power plant. Took it out in one shot. Is it a veteran? Oh, yeah, look, he's a 3-star veteran. That means he's got extra damage, which is why he destroyed the power plant in one hit. Because you can't destroy a power plant in one hit with a V2, but when it's a 3rd strike veteran, you obviously can. And it takes 3 hits to destroy a base defense normally with a V2, but it looks like he's going to do it in 2. Ah, well, repairs have stopped that, but it would have done it in 2. Now, Tux is targeting the service depot, and Worldpeace has got idle ore trucks there. He needs to get them in action. But yeah, the service depot's gone, that's a shame. Now, Worldpeace has attacked here, he's overrun this, he's destroying a construction yard, and Tux has just churned out another construction yard, and it's MCV, and it's destroyed. Now, destroy that wreck. Oh, he shot down that plane, it crashed into the husk. It won't survive long, because if the more damage they take, they disappear sooner, the husks. But we've seen no mechanics used. This is a very back and forth game. Look, Tux is selling up in the middle. But he's not so bad for cash, but Worldpeace has taken this. That's a nice recovery for the cash, but this small force is proving a problem. Grizzly End. Look at that. It's turned all of a sudden. But this force is nothing to be underestimated. It could kill a large force using that as a defensive. Look, he's going to destroy those 4 tanks for a start. And let's have a look. And these guys are still working. I hope Worldpeace doesn't let this get away. Tux has got a larger army, and Worldpeace has got 1 aircraft. Oh dear. What's going on? This is an interesting game. In a lot of different ways. Some tech used, you know, ore and mining eco problems, all sorts going on. Some nice base raids, counter-attacks, some, and I think the players have gotten better, and the way that they're not making the mistakes they were in the first place. I think both players are, you know, they're doing well. But look at all those flame towers, don't go near there. That's 3 times he's attacked in the same place. Go the other way for a change. And this force has survived. It's making its way around to try and attack the conyard, but he knows it's there, look, but the base defences will chew through this slot. Even though there are tanks there, he'll have to be... oh, look, he can hit it from there. But your veterans, they get more damage and things like that. They get faster, they cause more damage, they reload faster. You know, their movement's faster, obviously, that's what I meant. There's an MCV, you can't get away. But other things that veteran units get is a bonus to kill bounties and things like that. So, and also, when they're at full rank, they heal slowly. But if you get the chance and you're about to destroy an enemy MCV or something, instead of finishing it with a big blob of units, get the final killing blow to be made by a veteran unit, because if you've got a 4th rank veteran unit, you get a nice bonus to kill bounties. So get that veteran unit to finish off the expensive targets. That's why a V2 is ideal for it, because a V2 can blow a large chunk off a structure or unit to finish it off. So a V2 at 4th rank with a star veteran is an ideal unit for this. So what I'd do is, when you're about to destroy an important, expensive enemy asset, just get the V2 that's the highest veteran you've got to finish it off. And that means the kill bounty will get the bonus of a 4th rank veteran. So, you know, that's one good way of using a veteran. Make sure that the highest ranked veteran you've got is the one to make the final attack, the killing blow against expensive units. Look at that suicide hit, nearly destroyed the power plant. It wasn't suicide, he got shot down, but... And that nearly ran into trouble. And he's lost that war factory. And here we go. He's using that. No, in fact it's not. It's harvesting. He wasn't using it for screening. Look, a mechanic could take that and repair it. There have been no mechanics. But look, the MCV's moving out again. And he's got a force round here, round the back. That's nice. Taken out that, and Worldpeace isn't even aware. Taken out the service depot before he knows what's going on. Ouch, now he's realised. He can destroy that, but the tanks can screen them and kill these units. And look, he's attacking here. No, he's lost that. Ouch, ouch, that's bad. He ran into trouble there. Well, let's see what's going to happen here. You need those tanks in a screening position now. He's obviously not watching. Get those tanks up front. You can kill these easily with very few losses. He's got at least 2 left. That's it, he's got that. He's finally... yeah, he's sorted that. Nicely done. But Worldpeace is pressing the attack here. And Tux has had to fall back with his MCV again. And yeah, he won that engagement. I thought he could have won it with more units, but at least he did. He was distracted by that engagement up here, there, that he lost. And he's fallen back with his MCV. He's got building up a small force. We've got 9,800 for Tux, 5,700 for Worldpeace. I would attack any ore patch I could at this point, just to, try and finish the enemy's eco supplier, but Worldpeace has got an idle ore truck there, and there's ore next to it. Look, Worldpeace could have taken that, and there's ore here to be harvested. There's plenty there. Worldpeace has done well. He owns this ore. He should, even though there's a base defence and barracks, he owns all this technically. He's just got to claim it. Is he using that for screening? Yeah, fair enough then. So it wasn't idle, I don't think, unless it was just the last moment thing. Well, here you go. There's Tux's MCVs following these guys. And he went straight past this expansion. He could have attacked then. Worldpeace has got a service depot and war factory there. He's protecting this area, waiting for his MCV. Probably wise. But there's nothing here defending this. That's his main source of income for Worldpeace, but now he's got this now. So he's got some more... That's bought him some more income. And he's got the oil derrick as well, actually. Worldpeace has had that for the whole game. Ouch. That ore truck went a little too far, but it looks like Worldpeace is actually using them for screening. That's not a good sign, because he'll see that and know that he's got tanks and that he hasn't. He's got more numbers. Don't move into the view range. It'll be bad enough as it is with the enemy having tanks. Oh, he caught an MCV, look. He's got it. He's got it. And he could crush this force here between these two. He's set up. He's basically got... Yeah. Worldpeace has got a nice force defending that. Good. Very nicely done. And he's taken them to the perfect place. Look, that's perfect. He's limited in his options, but that is, that's perfect. He retreated there just right. I would have put them there, though, to make use of the base defence. But Worldpeace is pushed here. He can't, not without tanks. These machine guns will drill him. He's got a tank to screen them, and he's got build radius and production. Worldpeace won that. Tux had 2 armies to deal with that one, and he had no tanks with it. So that's... No, sorry, that's disappointing to see that. He should have closed that down, Tux. Feel free to make the same mistakes next time I play you. Up there, you see, without tanks to screen you, you can't... he didn't even have all those infantry there, but they wouldn't have been able to push through there anyway. Those pillboxes would just slaughter them, and with the tanks to screen them, production and more base defences. But look, he's grouping here, and I think, is he... Yeah, he's getting ore trucks with them. He's got no cash. Oh, he's obviously not producing tanks. Worldpeace, he's got 3,700,000. Oh, he's churning out loads of ore trucks then, perhaps. He's got 11, though, so he has been losing them by using them for screening, though, so that's probably why. Kept his numbers from growing too much, numbers of ore trucks, but you can't do that. You need a vehicle. Otherwise, maybe he was just going to investigate and see what was there and hopefully expand there. But he did, he sent an MCV and it got driven off and destroyed. This must be exhausting for these two players. By now, we're at 35-47. Tux has got 6 ore trucks. What's he been mining? I mean, Worldpeace has got, like, you know, he's captured ore. Oh, yeah, he's been up here. Tux. He's got his mines down here. Look at that. Worldpeace has been caught off guard. And Tux with these tanks, this is what will decide it. These tanks I put them on move command and left and right when they're overrunning flame towers, because if the tanks keep moving, they'll shoot the flame towers still as they're moving, but the flame towers will miss the tanks as they're driving past and waste their shots. There you go, Tux is moving through here. Worldpeace should defend that. It's too late at this point, but he's building up forces here as well. Let's have a look at Tux's cash supplies struggling. Army values is at 21,000 and Worldpeace is at 19,000. Here we go. But Worldpeace is producing heavy tanks again. That's nice to see. He's got a few there as well. He can defeat that force. Look, they're falling back, trying not to make any mistakes. He's not overcommitting. He's using all his advantages and he's bringing this force. Worldpeace should have sent them to arrive at about the same time as these. Even if they just turn back and retreat straight away, it's fine. Is he going to send them around? Yeah, I thought so. I thought he was going to send them up here and this way to cut these guys off. But he's actually... Oh yeah, he did. A moment too late. But yeah, Worldpeace should have sent them. He could have killed a lot of that. But now you see Worldpeace is retreating to his defences. Tux, he's retreating behind his defences, so it's very close. It's a good game, this one. They should have used tech artillery more. I mean, Worldpeace did use his aircraft, but he's suffered losses since then. And these guys were staying there to protect his ore, that's why. It's essential that you have it, so it's fair enough. It would have been very tempting to send him on an attack here, though, for me. 21,000 to Tux, 23,000 to Worldpeace now. And he's base pushing here. Yeah, very difficult situation for both players. It's back and forth a lot, this. There's Tux with another MCV. A bit of an engagement in the centre. Worldpeace is retreating with some more trucks, and there's an engagement here. Ah, Tux has decided to take it, but that was a big mistake. He's lucky it went that way, to be fair. I don't know what made it do, why it went that way. Yeah, Worldpeace has won, but it did look like Tux was going to win at one point. Very interesting. I'm surprised he went in for that attack, Tux. But he's got enough here to stop it. So it might encourage Worldpeace into a blunder. There you go, look. He's going to lose that. These guys should cut them off, yeah. That's the one. Very nice. They do need forces spare to cut off retreating enemy units, because that's just the back and forth, and retreat is, you know, prolonging this game. So that was a lovely manoeuvre. Exactly what I would be thinking. And Worldpeace is pushing with Tesla coils. Are they on move? What are they doing? Ouch, is killing some ore trucks there, look. Power plant. And Tux is broken through here. Nice. And Worldpeace is backing off with ore trucks, MCVs. He's going to lose his essential structures here, war factory and service depot. These forces have cleared up Tux's base here though. So it's a fair trade, but these guys, they shouldn't have been left idle. They were needed. Very much so. 18,000 to Tux, 10,000 to Worldpeace in army value. Let's just have a look at the economy. Yeah. They're scraping by, barely, for cash, but yeah, that force there, they've been needed. They should have been in the fight. And I understand he was protecting his, at one point, his best source of income, ore patch, but yeah. Maybe they'll catch this MCV and prove to be a wise choice. And there's nothing wrong with protecting an ore field anyway, but there you go, he's caught it. That's nicely done. Yes, he destroyed it. Yeah, that's very nicely done. Here we go, we've got a couple of forces here, and Worldpeace's Tesla coils aren't powered. One of them is. Two of them are now. Yeah, he's lost power again, so he's going to have to shut down as many as he can. And there you go, he's done a bit of damage and backing off. But he's sending forces there. So he's still, you know, he's still going, attacking, and he's moving around the map a lot more, Tux. They are behaving differently. Worldpeace is more solid defense, and it's Tux who's doing flanks and repositioning armies more. I think Worldpeace has been a bit more, reacted to him a bit more, which is going to turn the game against you, reacting to the enemy. Now he should be able to maintain this advantage that he's got with his position now. You know, these guys are out of position, and he's got two forces. These guys should be doing something, though. It's just very difficult to know, and you know, he's preserving his forces very nicely. But when the enemy's moving around back and forth like that, you do get an opportunity, especially if you've got tanks and they haven't, to destroy them piecemeal as they approach you. So it's always worth paying attention for that, to see if the enemy pursue them and if they're vulnerable. There you go, destroy those power plants. And he's sending units there, look. They should stay behind the structures, not move ahead of it. They just got wiped, look. Absolutely wiped out. It's like they didn't even bother firing a shot. Attack move, they should have stayed back. Now Worldpeace's forces are approaching. They should wipe that force out, but he's taken a lot of damage. 11,000 to Worldpeace, 25 to Tux. And he's destroyed that army quite nicely, that. But he did take a fair bit of damage. And there's a second force, and now Worldpeace is well out of position. Looks like he's going for a counter-attack, and if he chooses to... No, I was going to say if he went to attack over that direction, it would be a nice choice, but I'm assuming Tux would protect it by the time he got there. But now you need to be taking these power plants out. There we go, he's lost an ore truck. Going for power. He's still managed to maintain power. Oh, here we go, is an attack. A response, I should say. But he's got no tanks. And there's nothing to defend there now. So some of these should probably go back. Now he knows the enemy's units have arrived. These are free. You'll probably see them move out any moment. Yeah, they can escape. If he follows them, they're taken out of the game. Yeah, they should have moved out. And he might combine both forces, get these guys to move up and these guys to move this way to combine them, perhaps. He's got a fair few tanks there now. Yeah, and there's no tanks in this group. And Worldpeace has got no war factory. Oh yeah, he's got that, but he's got no, he's got no service depot, so he can't build tanks. Here we go. He needs to get his only screening unit in front. And stop, he's on attack move. He's not stopping his units. His only screening unit's gone. That's it. Oh, look at those tanks. And about this point, he'll be thinking, oh dear. There you go, look, Worldpeace, he'll be thinking, oh dear, now, about now. He's got no cash. And he's just lost... Ouch. I can see 3 wiped out ore trucks there, and there may well be more. It's like, there, look at all these flame towers. Crunched. Worldpeace is at 0 cash. He's got 5 grand. Tux has got 22. There's an engagement up there. Looks like Worldpeace is going to win. Yeah, he got that force that was attacking his ore trucks. 23,000 value army to 5,000. What orders is Worldpeace giving at the moment? He's sent attack. No, he's move order. And his war factory's been targeted. So the service depot is now of no use. It's got a tank and a APC. I would have waited till they were committed before I sent the APC from one side. Let them commit first. And I keep my tanks close. But yeah, they're on attack move, look. They shouldn't be. They should be on stop command. And he's called it. GG. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That was quite an impressive game. And I'll go through the graphs and charts for you just to check it out. Look at that. That army, that fighting, that back and forth. It was excellent. Earnings graph. Here's the finishing army for Tux. He's got 11 tanks and a nice chunk of troops. And here's the combat chart. Tux has got 1,143 kills. Worldpeace got 974. That's a battle. And Tux lost 57 buildings. Worldpeace lost 127 buildings. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, that was a fight. Those two guys are great. Like, I like both those players. Like I say, I've got posts with me playing against both of them. I mentioned Worldpeace as one of my favourite players, but that was a good game. That was a real good game. I'm really pleased that Tux sent me this one. He sent me it, and I noticed today and sent a reply saying thanks. And I'm glad I checked it out. But yeah, Tux, he sent me this, and it's from about a month ago, I think he said. It's not a brand new game. It's about a month old, but that's not old. That's recent. A month's, that's fine. But there's the economy chart for you. Tux spent 338,000 and Worldpeace spent 353,000, so that was nice. I've got a little bit of cash left, not a lot. Here's basics. Tux was at 30 actions per minute. Worldpeace is at 43. Yeah. A lot of value and stuff lost and that, but there you go. There's the graphs and stats and charts. I hope you enjoyed that game. I thoroughly enjoyed watching that and commentating that game. It was a real nice one, and thank you again to Tux for sending it, because if he hadn't, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy this amazing game and post it. So thank you again. And if you like what you saw, give us a sub and a like, and take good care of yourselves, viewers. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take good care of yourselves, and for now, goodbye.
Battle control terminated.